Yeah, it's on speaker. I hear like a music playing.
Man. Hold on, let's see. Just hear it.
No, that's music in the background. Could you hear me? Could you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, I'm here.
Hold on, we gotta do one more thing and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Microphone wasn't working on our end. It's Kevin, right? Not.
Oh yeah, Kevin.
Yep. Kevin Button the third?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Stand by.
Kevin, you playing 13U, right?
You said 13U?
Yeah, this ain't part of the interview. I'm just making sure.
Oh yes, sir.
Okay, perfect.
But yeah, he's 12, right?
And you're 12 though, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
We about to start.
All right, now what's going on, y'all? This is Stone Rak. We're back. We back with Kevin Bunton the third, wide receiver for the Junior Buffs 13U. He's playing up. He's 12 years old, but he's a beast. So today we got him on the line, and we're gonna go ahead and interview him and let you guys get to know who he is. Kevin, you there with me, sir?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
What's going on, Kevin? How are you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
Man, I'm doing very well. I woke up this morning, you know what I'm saying? I had a beautiful job to come to. It's a beautiful day. You know, I can't complain about much else. What do you got going on for this evening?
You said what I got going on for today?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm at my workout right now, and I got out of school. Yeah, I'm at my workout.
Okay, perfect. That is kind of a couple things I wanted to talk to you about, man. I do see that you work out a lot. You know what I'm saying? We've looked at a couple of your tapes, you know, but beyond that, you know, I wanted to ask you a couple things as far as when you hear like the term student athlete, what comes to mind?
Oh, what comes to mind is student first. I gotta get my A's and B's to even get a D1 scholarship and get even far in life. And once it comes to athlete, you know, once I get on the field, I put in a lot of hard work, so I gotta ball out.
Okay, I see you working too. I see. So what does being a student athlete mean to you? Like, why is it important to you?
It's important so I could get far in life. Uh, and you know, being an athlete, this is a way to provide for my family when I get older. And even if I don't make it to the NFL, I could have me a D1 scholarship that will get me far in life.
Absolutely, I love that. Being a student, we know that education comes first. Tell me some of the things that you take serious about your education.
I take serious, you know. I gotta in every core subject. I gotta at least get a 90 or above.
Okay.
That's what my dad wants. I gotta get a 90 or above.
All right. And are you hitting those goals?
Oh yes, sir.
All right.
On all my tests, I get 90 above. I'll say math because it teaches me how to use numbers.
Okay. Numbers don't lie, right? You in the game, it's all
No,
about
sir.
them numbers.
For sure.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Throughout the week, man, how do you balance your schoolwork and your athletic work?
I balance it by prioritizing. I go to sleep late, waking up early, and I barely have a little time on social media.
Perfect. Hey, yeah, that's a good distraction that you don't need to be involved with. It seems that you like prepared very hard for the season, man. We're looking at your workouts. I was able to see a lot of it. I was very impressed with your dedication. How do you think your
Thank you. I
preseason
appreciate it.
workout has prepared you for the season?
What'd you say there?
I said, how do you think your preseason workouts have prepared you for the season?
Um, you know, uh, you practice like you play. Practice pays off. When I'm in my training, I use a lot of game type moves. So when I'm in the game, I'm prepared.
Absolutely. You've had three electrifying performances in your first three games. We're taking the highlights. We're looking at them right now. It seems you get a lot of separation. You're very good off the line. Is there anything that you look back on and see what you can improve in your game?
I probably could improve by getting faster, stronger, quicker. Once I could get probably a little more separation in my routes.
Okay. All right. All right. Anything else, brother?
Um, that's really my main goal is like to get faster, stronger, quicker.
Okay. And how are you working on those throughout the season to make sure that you're improving on those goals?
In my off season, I do my weight training. I do a lot of speed work, agility, just a lot of different workouts in my schedule.
Okay. Looking back on a couple of your games, man, it looks like a lot of the time you're a mismatch for these DBs that you're facing. So when the play is called and you know it's going your way, what's going through your mind when you line up?
What's going through my mind is I just know I'm thinking about it like I know this player can't really guard me. I'm trying to get to the end zone every time I touch the ball.
Every time, straight to pay dirt. Man, it doesn't
Yes,
seem
sir.
like you do a bad job at that either. Like every time you get your hands on the ball, you're moving, brother. I see you
Oh yeah,
working.
yeah.
And speaking of the ball coming your way, man, you have a quarterback that can toss the rock everywhere. How do you think having Dietrich as your quarterback has impacted your game?
Oh, that definitely impacted my game. I could line up wide now. I don't have to be running the ball from quarterback. I could line up wide and only worried about beating one person, maybe, and the ball's gonna be right there.
Absolutely. You also across the field from you, you also have another talented receiver. Um, Between the both of you, how do you guys think that you open up the field, or like how do you guys complement each other's game?
I think we open up the field by, we're both threats on both sides of the field. Everybody's gonna be watching one of us. So if a safety bumps over to his side or my side, it leaves the other guy open.
Absolutely. And what are the conversations like on the sideline between you three, as far as getting the next plays, the next series, or what you wanted to do?
Um, I would say, we gotta trust in each other. Like I would say, I'm gonna make that play for you. Same with my other wide receiver and quarterback. My quarterback's always like, I'm gonna get the ball out to you perfectly, and I'm gonna make that play for you guys.
Absolutely, and that's one thing that I've seen, man. There's absolute dimes. You have great hands. You like great ball location skills.
I got a question.
Hmm.
What are the benefits of playing up? We know that you're a 12U playing in the 13U league. What are the benefits in you playing up right now?
The benefits of me playing up, because when I get into high school, they're not really worried about no age, because seniors is going to be playing against freshmen. So when I get in freshmen, I'll be ready to play against a higher age bracket.
Absolutely. And do you think have you like felt any of the impact of playing up? Have you ever got hit hard enough to where you was like, I don't know about this?
Um, if I Nah, not really. One time in practice, my linebacker came through the hole. He tackled me, but I got right back up, and right after that play, I scored touchdown.
Absolutely.
I got another question. As far as you, man, you grew up playing with the Gorillas. Now you moved to the Junior Buffs. How do you feel about going to showcase your talents on this national stage?
Oh, the junior buffs. I feel like it was better for me because I don't have to take I don't have to worry about the game all myself. I have other players to do their jobs at every position. I gotta worry about my own position and help out the team all I can.
Absolutely. That's good, man. What an explosive offense that you guys have. Do you guys see anybody giving you any real competition down the stretch?
I mean, only competition is ourselves. So we're working hard just in case another good team comes up against us, because there's many good teams in the world.
Absolutely. Now, who's your next opponents coming up?
Our next opponents are um I can't even remember. We got a bye week this week.
The bye week this week.
Yeah, sure.
How much practice outside of team practice do you get, and what would you suggest to other youth players?
I get Tuesdays and Thursdays with my coach Braylon Davis. That's my trainer. Also with my dad. Uh, yeah.
And then also, what? And you speaking of your father, that's a great segue. What has been the impact or the importance of having your father as a coach?
My having my dad as a coach is pretty big. He pushes me a lot every day. He's been pushing me since I started playing football. He says never stop, always grind. I gotta always grind to get better, and so nobody's better than me.
And I mean,
Oh no.
Who's your favorite player in the NFL and why?
My favorite players in the NFL is Debo Samuel, because he doesn't limit himself to one position. He's a very elusive player. He could go to running back or wide receiver and get touchdowns.
Is that who you model your game after, or who do you think your game is more similar to?
I would say him right there, because I go out at wide receiver, I'll score, and then I had a touchdown last week. I was in the backfield.
Absolutely. Looking at some of your highlights, man. I know that you like go deep into your cuts and everything like that, and you do good route running on. That is very similar to what I see from Debo Samuel, man. So you're actually doing a good job. That's getting there.
How do you play so well with being a smaller player, as being a younger player and a smaller player? Like, what are your advantages and disadvantages that you feel? I think you gone.
Kevin, we still got you?
Well, shoot, man, that was Kevin Button, man. Number one for the junior bus, man. Hell of a player out there doing his thing. I've seen the young man. I've seen the young man, man, as a young kid, man. He's been doing it, and like he said, man, he was always like almost a one man show. They had a couple other players over there with the Gorillas, but if every time he got the ball, man, he was electrifying. Was always a person that could take it to the house, man. Shouts out to being our United Supreme. What is it? What our Supreme Athlete of the Week?
Oh yeah, man. It's the student spotlight.
USA.
Absolutely. Also, not only do I like what he does on the field, but I also like a lot of the answers that he gave us, man, about him being able to do his job, but also being a team player.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. I can't control what I don't do,
Mm-hmm.
but I can control how I impact the game.
Definitely.
That was something that was very enlightening to me. He doesn't just like keep like his athletic prowess above anybody else's. He just understands that he needs to get better, and that his team is also a good team, and that he needs to make impact plays to allow them to be good.
Yeah, he knows that he's a cog in the machine, and he knows that he's just a piece of the puzzle, and he's probably more relaxed and more even confident than he already was, because he only has to focus on one thing. I mean, let's get into the show. Let's talk about what you wanted to start. Let's go.
All right, but real quick before we do get in the show, they go up against the 303 Legends, their next game.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's a big one. How do you think he's gonna perform in that game?
Oh, he's probably gonna perform just fine. He's probably gonna perform well, but that is a big one. It's gonna be a good one.
Man, I feel like it is. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into our game of the week now.
Let's do it.
We had the Mile High Thoroughbreds versus the Park Hill Pirates, 10U.
Okay.
It was a good one. There was a lot of unnerves, a lot of mental breakdowns when the game first started. But I've seen a lot of great things that started.
Okay.
The game started rough, had a fumble, but it was recovered by the Thoroughbreds. Three straight pre-snap offensive penalties though from there.
Okay.
Backed them up a lot. They went to go for a screen pass, threw an interception.
Pick six.
Actually, it wasn't the interception. My apologies about that. They threw the screen pass, and number 12 Elam came and stripped the ball.
Okay.
Ripped him with a little spin move, boop, and ran all the way back down to the TD. A little scoop and score, but it was just a strip and score.
Okay.
That was a great play. There was a lot of controversy on that play though. The team, that got scored on, obviously, they felt like the runner's momentum was stopped, and that the play should have been whistled dead. The play kept going, and it was a good score. In those situations at game speed like that, and the ref doesn't give you that call, how do you think that impacts like the players?
As a coach, I mean, it affects the whole team, coaches and players, man. But as a coach and players, you got to bounce back for that. You got to know there's good calls and bad calls. You can't dwell on it. You dwell on it, then you can end up on the wrong end of it for the duration of the game. So you got to have a short memory, let it go, move on.
Absolutely. So it would have been easy to move on. It would have been easy. But on the following possession, the kick returned by the Thoroughbreds, touchdown.
Okay.
Touchdown called back. Why do you think it was called back?
I mean, I've heard out in the streets, was it an inadvertent whistle or something?
It was the whistle that the Thoroughbreds were looking for the first time.
Oh.
So their touchdown was called back because of the momentum of the runner.
Mm-hmm.
In my personal opinion, that runner had way more momentum than the strip.
Okay.
So that caused a lot, of heartache with like the coaches. A lot of division between the coaches and the ref. There was a lot of yelling about it.
Okay.
And then the kids were even seeing that on their side.
All right.
So
I mean, with that being said, do you think the game became more intense, or did it become more intense, or like what would you seeing out there? You was on the field, man, live and direct. Was it?
Man,
did it get intense? Like
it did. From like the parents to the coaches up to the kids. The kids were firing each other up though. That was a good thing, man. I love to see the kids still encouraging each other. They were able to pat each other on the back and tell them it's all right, man. They actually kept the next play mentality.
Okay.
That's one thing I did love about that, man. That's one thing that the Thoroughbreds did show throughout, at least in the first quarter. The first quarter was rough. There's a lot of mental mistakes, a lot of penalties, and there was a couple turnovers, but then they were able to show resilience and wherewithal and keep it pushing, man. They got into the second quarter. The second quarter was a little bit better for the Pirates as far as like getting on offense and everything. The first possession of the game was a muffed pitch though, so they didn't even get a possession until deep in the second quarter. They had the little muffed pitch that was recovered by the Pirates runner for a loss. Second down, false start, backed them up an additional 5 yards.
It looked like a good game. What was the score?
So the overall score was 22-6.
22-6 Pirates.
22-6 Pirates.
Oh yeah, we had a push-up bet on that game, right?
We sure did.
Oh yeah,
we sure did.
One of those any time type of push-ups. Okay, I ain't gonna do you like that right now. We gonna keep it moving.
Boom. So that's the little callback at the inverted whistle right there. This is where they had got that return, and it was called back. That was, like I said, it was disheartening. Number 30 was actually putting, his heart on the line in that game too, man. A lot of things that I seen from him, he was out there hustling, he was out there getting, and he was making plays for the Thoroughbreds.
Okay.
That diving interception right there by number 11, man. Number 11, Scott, he's a beast. Jonathan Scott, he made the right read on that play. The thoroughbreds were sticking to a screen. They were kind of telegraphing the screen. They would either throw the screen to one side or throw the screen to another. But the defense was able to pick up on it. Jonathan Scott made that diving interception. There goes the muff fumble. There was a lot of mental mistakes in that game. There was a lot of muff fumbles. There was a lot of pre-snap penalties that stopped really the momentum of the game a lot of the time too.
I mean, early in the season, you're gonna have a lot of that, especially with younger dudes. I think it's gonna be cleaned up later in the season as we get along, with less penalties and less bad snaps and things like that. You got a case of nerves. You got kids. You got a lot of things, But I mean, as long as it's good games, good sportsmanship, and just overall good environment, man, that's all the best thing we could hope for.
Man, and that's one thing I did see, man. There was great sportsmanship between both of the teams. The kids definitely. The coaches definitely. There was a lot of respect between both teams. Even the parents were very respectful. There was a lot of things that, for the most part, everybody was more mad at the refs than anything. Man, they had more problems with the refs than anything because it was a lot of good football out here. You see a short completion right there.
Well, I heard the refs, they straightened up in the second half. They kind of got their act together.
Yeah, they did.
And started getting it together.
I think there was like a baseline ref that was probably like more of a concern because even at the half he didn't know what the score was. Okay. And so that was definitely a concern to make sure that he's paying attention. But they did get it together. The head ref out there actually got him right. Because he's seen that there was, a couple things that they needed to improve on, and he definitely fixed it and gave these kids a great game.
I mean, you think you could referee in one of these youth league games? You think that could be you? You think you can you can be that solid guy who can just sit there and take the berating from these people?
Yeah. I mean, you have to. I think I could do it, man. I think I have it. Looking at it objectively.
Ref, you suck.
Yeah, that's just.
Hey, ref with the dreads, you suck. What are you saying?
Hey, I'm seeing everything. Hey, there's things that I won't see, but then that's why we rely on the other refs. So, I mean, it does come down to the team, and the refs do go through a lot of beratement out there, man. And I've seen it. There's a lot of respect for the refs, though. We go out there and we talk to them a lot, and, it's actually no sweat off their back. They want people to understand that the games, the rules are different from each level, right? From Little League to high school to the NFL. And then a lot of us watch NFL. So when the referees are calling penalties and stuff, we think that it should be an NFL penalty, and that's not how the game works.
Oh, definitely, the rules are implemented different in youth football and youth sports in general. I mean, let's speak on the refs because the refs are a big part of the game. Most 90% of the time when teams lose, and especially a close game, they blame it on the refs. It's never and sometimes like it's bad calls, real bad calls.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's good calls. Like what do you think can be done at the youth level to, not to say end the heckling of referees, but what can you do to like calm it down? Like what do you think can be done?
There's never going to be an end to the heckling of referees or calm it down. Unfavorable calls for your team is going to make you upset off top, so there's always going to be something. If the flag is thrown, whoever's on the wrong end of that flag, somebody's going to be upset. So it's not more or less like the heckling is going to stop. But, berating and yelling at the referees and things like that, I feel like that it is unnecessary, but it comes with the passion of the game.
I mean, it does come with the passion of the game, but also comes with the passion of the game. Some of these men and women, man, they're the type of people that's not taking no crap,
Yeah.
You get to talking too much stuff, they take off the ref shirt, man, say, I see you in the parking lot or on this field. Like, yeah. I mean, so you have to be controlling your anger and your attitude as that ref, and I don't feel like I could take it that long, I don't think I could just, I mean, I might have 3 bad calls, man, and that's 2-3 hours of just heckling, and then a lot of times it goes from one game to the next game. Oh man, you better watch that ref out there, man. He sucks. He's just calling anything, or he don't know what he's doing. So that you already coming through with a preconceived notion, like, all right, this ref ain't crap,
man.
And then now they already on you for the game start.
Yeah, it is, man, and it really is almost comparable to being on the field, right, or like being a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You might have lost the game that week, and everybody's mad at you, but you got to go ahead and put it in the rear view and get back to the next game and officiate it as best as you can.
For sure.
And you definitely have to rely on your other officiating crew, so you are making the best decisions out there and the best calls.
All right, cool.
From what you've seen, but I feel you on that, man. A lot of these referees do have a lot of patience, but they're professionals, man, and I definitely respect them for it because it's still for the kids, regardless. Even though it's the parents out there yelling and being crazy, they still doing that out there for the kids. And that was the biggest thing, the bigger thing for me, when I was watching the game, is that the refs actually made great calls on both sides, right? There was a couple calls where I guess you could have said it was they missed a couple holds or they were questionable, even the momentum, but they did a good job in making sure that both teams, when they seen it, were penalized correctly.
Okay. And would you be a proponent of instant replay in youth football?
No, instant replay would be cool in youth football. that would definitely silence a lot of the riffraff out here.
Game changer.
It come down to that money.
Game changer, huh?
Yeah. We're going to be going up top and getting rules.
But you would have to limit it, man. With the little league guys, man, they be trying to get it calls every play. Yeah. So you'll have to limit it to maybe one a game or something like that.
Exactly.
So use it as your discretion, man. Don't use it at the first hold.
Yeah, and I don't know about like challenges. I probably wouldn't introduce challenges into it, but just replays to make sure that the refs are getting the right initial call.
Well, the challenge got to come with the instant replay. It goes hand in hand, but you got to limit it to one.
Absolutely.
What's next on the agenda?
All right. So from that, man, I wanted to go over a couple league standings, especially from the game of the week from the 10U. Park Hill Pirates.
Oh yeah.
3-0.
That's what I'm talking about.
Undefeated. Spillionaires right behind them, 2-0.
Okay.
Then we have the GV Giants, 2-0.
Green Valley.
All right. The Commanders are 1-1. We have the Lions Den at 1-2. We have the CS Elite 2-0. Or no, 1-2. My apologies. 1-2.
And shouts out to Green Valley Giants. I never got to say this, but the founder of the Green Valley Giants passed away this year. Charles Johnson, former CU Buff, passed away. So send condolences to his family and everybody involved. But he was the founder of the Green Valley Giants. That's why, hence, they have the CU colors. But go ahead.
Absolutely. So in that league, man, I'm looking at these Park Hill Pirates. They 3-0, and they played a great game on Saturday. So I can see why they're undefeated a little bit.
Okay.
But in this division, it's not going to be easy, man. So what are some of your predictions in the following weeks as far as who might move around in these standings?
I really don't have no predictions, man. Just good football and class on the sidelines is all I want to see. I'm not going to get out here and say, man, I would go with the Park Hill Pirates going undefeated because I am a Park Hill Pirate and I am involved with them. So I will say the Park Hill Pirates will be undefeated and anybody else. But my man say the rest is just useless. So we'll keep going.
Is there anybody on this list that might give the Park Hill Pirates some trouble?
They say the Spillionaire.
The Spillionaires? I mean, they have the record to do it. They haven't played a total of 3 games yet, but they will. If they come out 3-0, then they're right on top with y'all.
Okay.
Another thing I kind of wanted to bring up too, about like the standings and like the playoffs and everything like that. I'm not too familiar like as far as like how they just how they changed into the playoffs and things like that.
Usually top 4 make it.
That's the top 4. Okay. All right. And I believe in the 10U last year, who won the championship last year in 10U?
I would need a refresher.
Okay, we have to definitely check that out.
Can't refresh right now.
All right, not a problem though, brother. Another thing too, I wanted to definitely give a shout out, to the players of the week from the game of the week, right? There was only supposed to be one player, but I definitely just had to, give it a little shout out, or honorable mention as well. So for the player of the week, though, I wanted to give it to Tyron Elam. He's number 12 of the Park Hill Pirates.
Okay.
He had 2 touchdowns.
Right.
One was that strip touchdown, and another one was the punt return touchdown.
Okay.
Both of those touchdowns were, obviously, very big part of why they won.
Okay.
There was only 1 touchdown scored on offense, and that wasn't to neither one of us, but it was number 80.
Right.
So without those 2 touchdowns, they would have been tied right there with the Thoroughbreds. And then I wanted to give a special shout out to Jonathan Scott, number 11.
Okay.
He also plays receiver as well as DB. He was able to get 2 interceptions. He was able to read a nice a screen. When they tried to throw the screen, he made a nice diving interception.
Right.
And then another one, I think it was just one that was just thrown in the air, but he ended up went and snatched it. He was a ball hawk the whole game. So I definitely wanted to, give him a shout out on that, man, and tell him to keep up the good work.
I mean, as far as you being like new to the Nation Youth Football League, like, do you like what's going on right there? Do you like what's going on? Is it Is it a good thing going? Do you see it going up from here?
Oh, I absolutely see it going up.
Okay.
Actually, I love what's going on, man. The nation has brought a great platform for these kids to excel. Not only that, but, you know, to be seen and shine and really work hard, take football and athletics seriously.
Sure.
So I definitely like the direction it's going. And in the beginning of the season, I did see like the immaturity between, you know, like you know, the parents and like the coaches and the players. But as the season's going on, everybody's settling into their way. The parents is cool. It's getting a lot smoother. The coaches, like I said, it's nothing but mutual respect between all the coaches, which is a great thing to see. You know, like when I first started, when we first started covering them, everybody was kind of, you know, at each other and everything. But as we're starting to see them gel, a lot of people are giving a lot of respect and real like honest answers about what's going on. So that's the thing that I do like about this. It's definitely changed from when I was a kid, and I would love to see it keep going up. That's just, you know, what I've noticed about the nation, you know. Yeah, we came from the whole type of different leagues, you know, so the nation has definitely brought it together in a cool way. I know we have our game of the week coming up.
Okay, what we got?
All right, so our game of the week coming up.
I got you.
It's going to be the Lion Den.
Okay.
They're 1-2 versus the Northeast Denver Falcons. They're 2-1, and this is at 12U. This game could be at the Vista Peak Field. Kickoff should be somewhere around 2:25 to 3 o'clock p.m. What are your projections for that game?
I'll probably go. My boy is a coach. My boy is a coach over there, man. So I'm probably gonna go with my man Texas, man, with the first year Lions did team.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A new organization. And they're going up against a storied Northeast Denver Falcons teams. And once again, I haven't sent my condolences to the Falcons. Also, the founder of the Falcons, she passed away this year, and I believe she's been running it for a long time. And the name is going by me right now. It's Grimes. I believe it's Miss Grimes.
Okay.
It's actually Miss Grimes is who it is, and I believe that send my condolences out there. She
Absolutely.
was a pillar in the community, and she did her thing also. But you got a story franchise versus story organization versus a new organization. But I'm going to go with my boy Coach Texas over there with the 12U.
Okay. And that's game of the week. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to owe you any more push-ups, but I'm trying to bet them back though.
What you got?
I'm gonna go ahead and take the Falcons in this one. You got the Lions.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Falcons in this one. They're 2-1.
Bet it back.
They went out there. Yeah, they went out there and put something on the field. Obviously, you said Lions Den is a new, you know, organization, so 1-2. I can see where they get that from. With that, in that division though, in the 12U division, we have the Thoroughbreds. The Thoroughbreds leading 3-0, 3 wins.
I believe they're the defending champions of the 11. I believe they're the champions.
I believe so too. Yeah, when I was speaking with them a couple weeks back,
these guys come to games with horses and smoke. They need to be brought back, I believe, brought back to reality.
Hey, when I went out there and seen them that first week, man, they went out there and they played a hell of a game, man. They earned it. And you know what's crazy is that they aren't as big as the rest of the people on the field, but they hit hard.
Well coached, played together, and hey, good teams. You can't knock a good team when you see it.
You should not.
And I've seen those Thoroughbreds, and they got two backs that were some beasts. So shouts out to the Thoroughbreds and them doing their thing up 3-0 in that division.
Yeah.
And hey, it's gonna be some good football.
Absolutely. We got the Spillionaires right behind them, 3-0.
You know, that's all on point. So they're both undefeated there, and that's a heated rivalry. Both of those teams were in the championship game last year, so they're probably on pace to meet there again. So we'll see what happens, see if anybody can upset them along the way.
All right. Then we have the Falcons with 2-1, and then right after that, we got your Park Hill Pirates at 2-1. So you guys are
Park Hill Pirates to the top.
To the top. Okay. All right. So what do you guys who you guys got to go through? You got to go through the Spillionaires and the Thoroughbreds.
You got to go. I think they may have lost to the Spillionaires. But, hey, Park Hill Pirates, it's 12U, Coach Jasper out there doing his thing. Hey, shouts out to him. They're going to turn it around. Hey, they're gonna win it all. Park Hill Pirates, sorry, Thoroughbreds, sorry, Spillionaires. They're going to turn it around.
Hey, right now you guys are in playoff contention. If the season were to end today, you guys would definitely be in the playoffs, man. So, you know, good luck to you. There's a lot of talented teams out there right now, especially in that 13U, man. That is, you know, what to look at. But our game of the week, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna be our 12U game.
You got the Falcons and you got the The Falcons and Thoroughbreds, right?
Absolutely.
Mr. Pete.
Yeah.
2 o'clock.
And with that's another team too that I actually haven't got a chance to take a look at was the Falcons. Have you got a chance to look at the Falcons at all?
I haven't seen them.
Okay. So I'm definitely gonna make sure I'm paying attention close to that game. I feel like it should be a very good game, an explosive game. Usually the games around 2 o'clock like that, 2:25. Those are the good ones, right? You ain't been up all day and messing around, and you know what I'm saying. But it's not too early. It's just right there in that middle, well prepared. You done already started your day. I used to love playing those games. Those like 2 o'clock games.
Understood.
I hated the morning games.
I like to get mine over with.
Yeah, I just didn't like getting up and going straight to the game.
I'm just a morning person.
Yeah.
I'm still a morning person, so
Yeah.
I like to get up, get it over, and get up out of here.
I needed that 2 o'clock game. You know what though? Like, I didn't really like the primetime games too much either though. Like the 6 o'clock games, because we weren't under no real lights though. We was playing under some bootleg park lights. We didn't have this setup now, man, and this was what excites me a lot about the nation, man, is the setup that we have going on.
For sure.
Man, we definitely covered a lot today in today's show, man. It was a great game, like I said, from the game of the week, man. I'm looking forward to this next game of the week, on Saturday. I'm looking forward to a very exciting season from everybody. I want you guys to know too that everybody gets their shot at game of the week, man. That's what the nation gives us, the game of the week, and we go do it. I know there's a lot of people out there that ask us about it and everything like that, and we just get it from the nation and we'll go out there and film it. But the good news is that, man, we have everybody in mind. We're keeping tabs on everybody's team.
And while we out there, man, send videos, man. Send videos to the AHRR Network, man, up at Gmail. You know what I'm saying? Videos of these players, and so we can spotlight some of these other players that we don't get to see at the game of the week.
Absolutely.
So we can see what's going on in the city. And let's do it. Here at the AHRR Network, we like to like, share, comment, repeat, retweet, and do it all again. I'm here with my man STONE RAK in Future Now Sports. What's up with it,
man? Hey,
great show though, man. I'm liking what you're doing. You're getting better every week. You getting better every rep. That's one of the words we teach the youth. You're getting better every rep. You know what I'm saying? You can't teach attitude and effort, man. And your attitude and effort is on point. So, man, it ain't gonna do nothing but go up for here, man. So, shots out for being around and doing your thing,
man. Right on. And good night. Hey, man, you've actually been a gracious host, man. You helped me out a lot too, man. And I'm, honored to be able to do this segment with you, brother, man.
For
so,
sure.
Man, thank you, man, for all the looking out you done. Big shout outs, to Tux, Dom, everybody that's making the AHRR Network happen. All the cameramen on the field that's up there running up and down with these kids. These kids got that youth on us, and we got these old men out here with cameras, man, chasing these kids, but they getting the greatest shots, man, and they're making sure that we put in the spotlight where it needs to be. Also, another thing I wanted to say, man, before we do check out, man, if you guys are watching this and you guys are outside of the Nation League, please send us your videos and stuff too, because we definitely want to highlight you guys that we're not able to talk to.
We want to do it all over the country. So if you see us in California, you see us in Texas, you see us in DC, you see us in New York, man, shoot them videos, and the AHRR Network is going to spotlight if we deem it worthy. But hey, this is Future Now Sports, man. I'm not the host, man.
Hey,
you gotta.
Once again, my name is STONE RAK. It's my man M. Goodnight. Future Now Sports brought to you by AHRR Network.
Hey, and we out.
Peace.
Hey, tune in to Game Point Sports coming next.
There it is.
My name is Ben. I play DN, and I'm pretty much a beast out there. My name is Ty, and I play receiver and linebacker, and pretty much we doing good right now, but we got to keep it up. No, we're seeing it's a good game right now, but we're on top, and we gotta keep it like that, and hopefully we can come out with this victory. Right now it's 0-0. We gotta put more scores up on the board. Everybody needs to block. Everybody needs to do their assignment and run the ball hard. Don't fumble and just make plays on defense and offense. Get fumbles, make fumbles.
My name is Adrian Williams. I'm the head coach for the 10U Park Hill Pirates, and we're playing against the Mile High Thoroughbreds. I think they're seeing a tough, grinded out kind of game. They're definitely a physical team, well coached. Definitely pushing us, but we're meeting the expectations. We're fighting hard. We just got to keep playing hard on defense. Remember our responsibilities. Getting to the gaps, flying around the ball. offensively, we just got to get a little bit more push up front and just keep doing what we're doing, using our speed and playing physical and you know, well-coached football. That's what we do.